Recording has started. All right. Greetings and welcome to Die Dragon Die presents the Grimstone Chronicles, Season 2, Episode 38. Thank you, Mark. I'm your demon host, Marty, joined by the full Ontario Chucklehead
Giggles
crew. All right. We were having our pregame chat, and it was pretty goddamn funny. Ahmed, what's going on with you since we saw you last?
Oh, nothing. It's only been a few days. Same shit. All good.
Okay.
Kids cranking up the crazy a little bit, but hey, we're good. We're fine. I'm happy. Are you happy? I'm happy.
Awesome. For some reason, I don't believe you.
I'm good. Let's get this on. Let's get fucking game. Dad, what?
What? Yeah, Daddy loves you. What now?
Funny. Mark? I'm good. Yeah, you're good.
Got my second shot there. Other than that, nothing really.
How'd you feel?
Yeah, how'd it go, man?
I was a little drowsy that night. Of course, that might also be because I got up at 9 a.m. and I'm not used to doing that. So that might have also been it. But like I was doing yard work the next day, so I really didn't have.
That's
I can't
good.
really say I didn't.
Please don't elaborate on the yard work. Thank you.
Dude, I hadn't done yard work in like 2 guys. You know what it's like when your lawn gets so long?
I gotta do
Turn
the
it
lawn.
into
I
a
gotta do
parking
the
lot.
lawn tomorrow. It's like,
Do you have the driving thing or a push?
yeah,
one?
we got a new. Wait, no. You're making me talk about the yard work. No.
Do you collect the grass or do you? He's in his
all right.
bed like, no. It's too long.
Yes, I've become one of you. Adam, what's going on in your world, man?
Work is busy. It took me 3 days to get the water weight off from Marty's house. Although I'm pretty happy with it. We did good work, Marty. I only gained 2 pounds.
Okay.
That was good considering we drank a significant number of beers, which wasn't included in any calorie math.
Guys,
Good.
every time I had come down in the previous years, I gained about 10 pounds those few days.
So when I came back,
No joke.
When I came back, I was 12
awesome.
pounds up. After the water weight leaves, after the bloat leaves, and you have like all that sort of thing, 2 pounds. That's good. 2 pounds was the budget. 2 pounds was the don't gain more than 2 pounds. Don't eat more than 1,000 extra calories per day. We were there.
It was pure burgers and fries in my butt. That's and it lasted for a while.
We're on vacation. We're allowed.
Once a year, it's good.
And then my timing today is not amazing, so I'll be in and out as I'm finishing up my. Today is bench day, so we're doing a bunch of chest work. So I'll be in and out, intermittently for the next half hour or so.
Cool. All right. What do we do? A recap of what happened the last couple of games.
What happened with you, man?
Oh, with me? It's just vacation week.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, let's see. Like a bunch of installation stuff
I need a
around.
vacation.
Bunch of installation stuff around the house. Sleeping in. Went out to dinner with the parents last night. Watching crappy TV. Playing NHL 2021 on the big screen. Doing game prep.
Nice.
Yes, because I had to do prep for tonight's game. I've got, I think, most of Saturday prep, but I'm going to over prep and try to get the rest of the chapter prepped so that we can chew through it at the rate that we go. What else? Not much, man. Just sort of relaxing after the visit. I was super tired after, drinking beer and playing game lots and, just staying up super late. So
what I did, I drove back. On the way back, I picked up the dog. Then I picked up sushi. I fed the wife sushi. She was much happier after the sushi. Then I went downstairs and did a deadlift workout. I sprung a leak from my face. I bled all over the floor, which is like, whoa, something's weird. Yeah, that was what I haven't had that happen in a while. So then we backed it off, and we're like, we have to check things out. We're like, oh, look, we're 12 pounds up from where we thought we were. Oh, okay. So the belt's a little tight, and the pressure's a little high, and too much air conditioning. And we're just gonna we're gonna polish this one off with just the minimum today, and we'll come back again tomorrow.
That's funny. All right.
You don't take advantage of bloody noses and stuff when you do that. Like you've never just like, okay, you're bleeding or something, and you smear blood on your face, run upstairs with your hand over your eye, go, something happened.
No, I haven't tried that. I took a picture of the puddle on the floor going, I didn't do any more than 3 because this started on rep 2, this started, and after the 3rd rep, it was really going. So,
will it keep going? I guess it is.
Oh, it didn't stop. Let's stop.
As long as I'm not choking on the blood, it's fine.
It was awesome. I didn't get any on my shirt.
Going back 2 games, Frog God. Following the battle with the Bullywugs and cultists, the band of chaos-loving slaadi spilled forth from the catacombs beneath the castle. The Platinum Sword leads Brenos to the anarchic shrine of the reformed Bactracian god named Ramenos. The party listens to Ramenos' tale and helps the former demon god deal with his 2 former pets. Thogrim absconds with an artifact called the Farseer of Rest and gains the attention and ire of a master of the cult. Last game was called Double Dragon. Resmir, a master of the Chromatic Ascendancy cult, and his allies visit the castle in the swamp to find the party still lurking in the catacombs. One of the band is captured during the deadly battle, and we left off with the party retreating after combing through every square inch of the castle for treasure and loot, retreating back to the banks of a swampy lake where the lizard folk had made an encampment. You rest there, and I've got a few questions. I don't know if these tokens have the right hit point totals on it. I know some of you are extremely injured. Does your party have enough healing to...
Cog can spend... He can do this twice a day. He can give you... give me a sec. I spoke too soon. Okay, where is Cog? He has a skill that lets him treat wounds, like it's called treat deadly wounds. And I can heal you twice a day. Your hit points plus my wisdom.
Your level...
So your hit point, your level plus my wisdom. So 30 some hit points. That's for everybody. So I mean, if you don't have any channels, this helps.
And you have a high...
stuck with the stupid face on it.
Hold on. Background battlefield surgeon. 1 hit point per level of the creature. If you exceed DC by 5, add your wisdom modifier. Twice per day. DC is 20. Yeah, my heal check is
30.
Plus 30. Yeah.
Okay, so Cog basically plays doctor to a number of the injured
16.
folks if there's any damage left, which means that Gordon's completely healed. If you are indeed healing, Gordon, if not...
Yeah. So it's 32 hit points plus your level for resting at night.
Okay.
So 40.
Is the party sleeping on the banks of the lake, or are you doing rope tricks or like a tree fort? How are you guys sleeping?
I
Put a rope trick in your rope tricks.
Tree fort is the correct solution.
That's fine by me.
It's fine, I don't care.
All right, so Sunny creates a tree fort, kind of along the banks of the river. The lizard folk seem to be amazed by it, and then once you start inviting Snapdragon into the tree fort, some of the lizard folk actually stand guard inside the tree fort while you were sleeping.
Sunny looking down, and then we'll pick Elvish. Doesn't necessarily make me feel safer. That. Hello.
What are you doing with your prisoners?
Oh, we're gonna be...
In the morning or later on? Well, one is a feeble-minded crab, so
That one's easy.
that one's easy to keep
Don't
keep
eat it.
locked up. Yeah.
Hey, let's give it a snapdragon, and he's told not to eat it. What we doing with your kin?
Well, I would like to deliver him back to Witch's Crossings, but we can't afford to do that yet.
We'll dismiss the veil.
Okay.
It might already be gone naturally, but it was like a 14-hour veil.
Yeah, it was like a 3-hour walk there, 3-hour walk back. It was actually still going when you came back here.
He's still unconscious, right?
He is still unconscious.
Can I tell when he's waking up?
29 non-lethal would have restored. He woke up, actually. He was conscious on the return trip.
Cog gave him another knock on the head.
Okay, now he's unconscious again.
Basically, like, keep him unconscious till I come back.
Nothing like little brain damage between family members, huh?
Well, between his eye, his insanity, and the beating I'm giving him, he's going to need a heal, probably.
Oh, you got one of those.
Oh, no, I don't. But maybe my little brother does. Somewhere in that junk of his.
And you want to use this ship? Sorry. Nephew? Shitbird?
Great nephew. He's going to, I think, if we just leave him in the...
Doesn't seem that great to me, personally.
Well, you know how family is. I think I'm just going to leave him here with the lizard folk. Tell him to guard him. Not speak with him, not talk with him. He should be, those ropes don't look like they're letting him go anywhere.
He is a caster.
He's paying attention to the lizard folk.
Why?
They're not the most adept.
Well, I'm hoping he'll stay unconscious till we come back. Hopefully we don't take too long. What recommendations do you have?
Morning, we turn him to stone, and you can bring him back whenever you want. Or let the old man turn him into a newt or something.
Oh, that's actually a good idea. Sonny, that works. If you could turn him into, I don't know, a turtle. Turtle's cute.
A turtle?
And then a radiator turtle.
All right. Do you want to speak with him first?
No.
No. The correct answer is yes. We want to speak with him first.
Fine.
Given that he might know something about, I don't know, what's on the other side of the pool.
Then there's no need to speak.
Tomorrow.
You might know where the treasure is.
Barnabas, use your magic and go through his mind.
Yes.
Are we concerned about Amadeus? I feel like I'm supposed to be concerned about Amadeus.
We will...
I could be wrong, though.
Well, he looked safe.
Are we making a plan?
He looked safe for this.
Yeah. Sonny's reading the room. Am I concerned about Amadeus?
He looked safe from last we saw. For the time being. I think we should hit them early in the morning, though.
Okay, Gordon has a 3 int.
Yeah.
Okay, so he understands the name of Amadeus, and this little like fleshy ball kind of goes rolling into Sonny's foot, and it unwraps a little bit, and you can see the beak of Gordon.
Hello. I can speak with almost anything. Give me 1 second. Let me count. I don't think I have any points left to telepathically bond with this thing.
It's still the night. It's still the night, right?
I can do up to my wisdom modifier, so it's 9 creatures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He doesn't let me. 7, 8,
Yeah, you have
9 is Amadeus.
Yeah, so do Gordon. Amadeus is not here. You have to touch him in the morning.
No.
Right?
In the morning, I'll have to do it.
It's the same night.
You know what? Are you still beaten to piss, or are you awake? So he's going to talk to Amadeus real quick.
Okay, Amadeus, you feel the connection, but he does not respond.
I think Amadeus is. Don't worry, he's still alive. Although I think he's sleeping. Aren't you all horrible little creepy?
We did.
Who's a
run
horrible
him,
little creepy?
and we saw him tied to the wall.
What is Amadeus? He's. Let's call it sleeping.
Yeah.
While Amadeus
Having a nap.
is in a deep sleep, what was he dreaming about?
A slow and awful revenge he has planned for his father.
Okay. It seemed like he keeps on trying to kill this old man. It's the same old man. It's not you, but every time he kills the old man like schleps off his skin, and a brand new man is there that kind of runs away, and then Amadeus is left seething in anger, who then has to go chase the old man again. Give me a will save for Amadeus. Technically, there is no will. Actually, give me a more of a perception check -10. I think is probably the better thing.
Okay.
Oh, BRB, sorry.
Oh, wait, I gotta check out the other character sheet I made for him where all of his items are stripped, and boy, did I rely on magic a lot.
Yeah,
Like, might have a point.
Amadeus currently doesn't have any magic on him. Correct.
So it's perception. So
It's unfortunate not to have any magic upon you.
28.
Okay.
Alright.
Oh wait, sorry, minus
That was
10.
the minus 10?
Yeah, well, that's still good enough. So should you awaken from your slumber, you will recall that Sunny tried to talk to you.
Okay.
You may not remember the tone, but you know that Sunny was looking at you.
Okay.
And Sunny in your dream was a blazing, almost hard to look at white wizard
Okay.
that was almost like the archetype of wizardry.
All right. Run, you.
I don't know of what you refer.
All right, so yeah,
So-
you now know, Sonny, what Amadeus's father looks like.
Does Gordon count as a magical beast?
I don't think so.
So Gordon is a aberrant companion. He's like an animal companion, but he's of an aberration type.
Okay, so an animal turns into a magical beast when they become an animal companion. An aberrant companion does not.
Magical aberration.
Well, let's have a look here. What is the type? Aberrant companion?
Yeah.
Sonny can talk to almost anything, but I don't think I can talk to this thing.
I think if it was just an aberrant horse or an aberrant dog, it would still be a magical beast. But we allowed Amadeus.
It's an aberrant.
Yeah, he
It's
is
an aberrant aberration.
It is an aberration. Yep. It clacks at you. You're pretty sure that was language. You can give me a linguistics check.
Okay, I will roll my linguistics check, and then I will look to Barnabas to correct me when I'm wrong. Oh, 31. It's Aklo?
It's Aklo, and it's like trying to ask you where Amadeus is, but it's really dumb. So it's like, where?
My learned friend, geographer.
Yeah.
Do you know Aklo?
I do not. It's a language of madness. Not high up on the list of things to learn.
Amadeus is something to teach you when we find him. That is something that we can be certain of. So, give me a second. I think, yeah. So Sunny is going to cast a demonic enhancer to then cast tongues.
Okay.
The other spell he'll prep will be a dampened powder just to annoy friggin' annoy Thogrim if he needs to.
All right. This is prior to that morning, right?
Right. Yeah. This is out of the last day's allotment.
All right. The thing is just slithering around. It's staying near Sunny because you're the last person to say Amadeus' name out loud.
Don't worry, we're looking for him, Gordon. Do we know its name is Gordon?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. We will get him in the morning. Do you need anything to eat?
Yes.
What do you eat?
Food.
Meat or vegetable?
Meat food.
All right. Fresh or cooked?
Meat food.
All right then. Do you need to poop or any of the, those things?
No.
All right then.
Yeah.
Get it some.
Let's keep it in.
It starts leaking out of the back end like an insect.
Just wherever you need to. It's fine. It's a tree. It's good for the tree. I hope.
It just squirms forward and it's looking up at you and it's like waiting to be fed.
We're gonna give it some food.
Okay, it eats basically whatever you give to it if it's organic.
Okay. All right then. Good, Gordon.
What do you feed it?
We're gonna feed it. I'm gonna feed it some of the meat that I normally give to Mistra.
Okay.
Like, I guess rabbit sounds like an appropriate.
Yep. Yeah, this thing has a hardy digestive.
If that's the.
This thing has a hardy digestive tract. It eats like the bones and fur and everything. Kind of like Mistra though. Like she doesn't. You don't skin the rabbit to feed it to her.
No, she just pukes out a ball of fur and things that didn't digest.
Yep.
All right. So you will need to come with us tomorrow. So get some sleep, and then we will get Amadeus in the morning.
Yep. It calls like Amadeus this word like master. It roughly translates to master, Barnabas.
Okay.
There might be a slight hint that there's a symbiotic relationship here in that it's also his conveyance. It's not hard to figure out what the thing wants. It wants food and wants to find Amadeus.
That's fine. If it has, we're checking to see if it has any other needs, and it's fine. And
No,
it also didn't say what do you eat human flesh. Like,
after it eats a rabbit and practically like it chomps on it and crushes it, but then it crushes the rabbit, pukes it out, crushes it again, and then kind of just ingests the whole slop, and then curls up into a ball and just kind of gesticulates, undulates for the rest of the evening. Every once in a while, a foul smell or a weird gurgle comes out of it.
I'd like to say that is the most peculiar thing I've seen all week. That would not be the truth.
No,
Agony's hovering around the prisoner because you notice him actually clearing off some of the clothing that was on his arm, and he's doing some measurements.
Did he have tattoos?
No?
Agony, what's he doing?
God. If he doesn't tell us anything, we could create a treasure map.
Cog's thinking like, I can heal that.
Widget is watching, and also you can.
We could also just let him know that this would happen. It's quite enticing for someone to tell you what they know.
He does have to die first, though.
Yeah, sorry, what was it?
He does have to die first, though. It's what Agony said.
Oh well, let's not do that then. I'm trying to get him back to his family. It's my family, just.
He is dangerous.
I know.
I didn't find a spellbook amongst his things, which means he's like a magus, like I am, who conjures it from his blood. Magic, that is.
Mm. Other than keeping him unconscious, is there another way that you'd suggest?
He had impressive spells. I'd be wary.
He got a mental note. Cog's gonna bump him on the head again before they leave.
Okay.
Actually, no. He needs to wake him up. He needs to make sure. He needs to get him fed and all that stuff. He'll do that at night. Wake him up, feed him, all that.
Well, we're going to do the brain scan thing first.
Yeah, sure. You can do that today.
Does Barnabas have detect thoughts?
He's got detect thoughts, yeah.
Okay. Who is taking part in the interrogation?
It'd be Barnabas because he's asleep.
We need someone to grapple him so he doesn't cast any spells.
He's already grappled.
No. He is tied up. That makes him helpless, not grappled. Which means he can still cast spells with a verbal. We need someone basically to just grab him and shake him if he tries to cast a spell or smack him in the face.
Okay, Cog can ready non-lethal attacks.
You could leave the Blundvine rope in his mouth and still just invade his mind. He won't be able to talk.
Yeah, it was around his mouth, right?
Yep.
Because he couldn't cast before.
I don't know. That's the way you want to do it.
Yeah,
Okay.
Cog will just hold him like this. Don't cast spells now.
Trying to teleport or something.
This is Sunny.
Yeah.
Okay, you go into a part of a fort where they're keeping Drelmir and see him tied up, and they're all making their plans.
Are you worried about him teleporting?
Yes.
Okay, Sonny pulls out a staff and shoots him with a... no, I changed my spell staff! I'll give it a second. Let's have it prepared. I used to have a dimensional anchor in my spell staff, but I switched it for a teleport, and I might have made it worse. Do I not prepare it?
Barnabas can just crawl into his mind. We don't need to take the gag out.
All right.
We could have used the dimensional shackles, but Amadeus had those.
Yeah.
They look like they were all Amadeus. He's pretty good at getting out of those things. Could he get out of his own?
Agony shrugs.
I've never seen him get out of manic.
If we get to keep him, let me know. Turtle, right? Turtle. You wanted a turtle.
No, not yet, but yes, a turtle. Not yet, though.
One-eyed snapping turtle.
Red ear. Red what? Red ear. Well, yes, he's one eye. Huh? No, I'm done. I get the joke now. It's all yours. Do we have a cure light ready for waking his dumbass up?
Yeah, I got one of those.
You can feel the family bonds.
Okay. So we cast.
He still has a verbal, a throat wound, 30 damage. 50-50 verbal spell components fail. So he still has a really nasty wound in his throat that isn't.
Yeah, I'll bandage, not heal it.
Okay.
Detect thought. And cure light wounds. 4. If we're taking the average, just 9 damage.
How is he getting the cure light wounds?
Barnabas' spell.
Which will wake him up.
Yeah.
So invade his mind
Your
first.
detect
wake him
thoughts
up.
will go down because you have to concentrate on it.
Oh, that's right.
Hold on, I might have a potion here.
Agony looks away when you say, "Yeah, I might have a potion here." He's not offering up the fact that he may have healing potions.
I'm gonna cure serious wound. That's not going on.
It's weird. I guess I rely on mythic points for Dimensional Anchor now. I was confused.
It's not a. There's certain spells you're only going to cast max once a day, so why not?
Cog can use a wand, but it's a wand of cure moderate wounds.
Okay, burn a charge. Learn some stuff.
8, 6. Damn it.
We're very low on. Sunny's like.
Do you have anything else before I use this?
Sunny will hand you a potion of. He'll hand you 2 potions of cure light wounds.
Better.
I'm taking both off my sheet. Because if
Okay.
I'm drinking a potion of cure light wounds, the world has actually ended.
Yeah.
No more world. It's gone now.
So does he wake up with 1? You want me to roll?
He does wake up with 1
No.
because you
Cog.
just have been like slapping him with non-lethal damage to knock him out.
Yeah.
So yeah, he wakes. He coughs a little bit underneath his thing. Barnabas, you had slipped into his mind beforehand. He is now awake and glaring at Barnabas.
Morning, sunshine.
There's a jumble of thoughts like, where am I? Oh, fuck. These assholes. I'd like to pluck their eyes out.
That is an interesting thought. Here's what we're going to do. You're going to answer my questions. And he leans in and takes his eye patch and switches it to his good eye.
Okay. There is an empty, scarred, there's a heavily scarred area where an eye used to be. The eye is gone.
Here's what's going to happen. You're going to answer my questions just in your head. That's fine. Or I'm going to fill this empty hole right here. And he wiggles a finger in the empty hole. I'm going to fill that there with bird seed and leave you out for the birds.
All right, give me an intimidate check. Agony is also grabbing him by the shoulders and letting his claws sink a little bit. Agony auto aids intimidate.
49.
Okay. He wets himself.
Embarrassing.
I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
Oh, there's worse ways to die. Not what my joke would imagine.
He does not like the feeling of Agony's claws, and he is praying profusely to Tiamat to protect him from dragons, and trying to reconvince her through prayer that he is one of the chosen, that he will see Volcanica return to the rightful to its rightful owner.
Oh, you gotta hear this. He really wants you to rule here, Agony.
What?
Oh yeah, he's praying to Tiamat real hard right now. Promises to send dragons back to the thrones.
He is. You frightened him that you've kind of triggered some sort of post-traumatic stress, like from an encounter with a dragon, where he lost his eye. He can't see. He's bound. He does not like where he is.
All right. So we're going to ask you some simple questions. You're just going to give me the answers I'm looking for. And you're not going to hide anything, not going to give me half answers, no lies or omission, that sort of thing. Because if you lie, I will know. But you do not want to find out what happens when you lie to me.
Okay, you've frightened him. He's in a weird state.
Now, have you ever been through the portal inside the Glistening Swamp, where they bring all the treasure?
He nods. In his head, he's saying yes.
What is immediately behind through the portal?
He's like, he said the word a hill. Please, Tiamat, save me from this.
Tiamat is not coming.
The hunting lodge.
The hunting lodge. So,
He actually calms himself a little bit. He says, Slayer's Hill.
Slayer's Hill. Do I know how far it goes? Know the geography?
Sure, this is going to be difficult.
Okay, well, it's near the end of the day, so I think I will take 20. Direction. I'm going to roll. Inside to re-roll. Not re-roll out.
Okay.
You should probably roll just in case you got a 20.
No, because it won't be as good.
Oh, okay.
Because I get an insight bonus on the re-roll equal to my intelligence.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
I don't think you get to decide whether or not you fail, but fine.
Well, he can choose to re-roll.
I can
Yeah,
choose to
yeah.
re-roll.
The 20 is not good enough. I will take the 20 instead.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, so that becomes 54.
Okay, so there is a place called Slayer's Hill. You only know this through reading. It is a place where you're pretty sure there's a painting of this place where the dragon bones were piled so high that a giant could hide behind it.
Interesting.
And they skinned dragons out in this field in front of a Imperial Hunting Lodge. And we're talking, an Imperial Hunting Lodge would be hundreds and hundreds of years old.
Okay.
Imperial Hunting Lodges were at least, if this is a dragon hunter's lodge, then they were in remote places throughout the world because they weren't necessarily built in places that ended up becoming settlements.
Mm-hmm.
Some disappeared, but then there are still a handful of them that are out there that were magically created or magically treated so that they've just survived the centuries. If this is Slayer's Hill, you think it's one in the remote north somewhere, and it's a place where many dragon carcasses were processed or were skinned, basically.
Mm-hmm.
The word Drake Ridge comes to mind.
Drake Ridge. Okay. What does Drake Ridge mean? It's a place. I guess?
It's a place. It's the name of this particular.
Okay.
It's one of the ones that still persists.
Okay. Now is Drake Ridge?
It's in the north.
With the teleporting.
It's a different role.
Come on, geographer.
Roll. Always do that again. 24. I am going to re-roll that garbage and take 20 again.
Which you have left.
Which I have left.
Okay.
54.
It is from where you're located. About 1,000 miles away, give or take a few hundred miles. You need a accurate map to figure out the exact distance. But you know how the mountain range, like, there's a definite mountain range that goes all the way up north?
Yeah.
Drake Ridge is somewhere along that mountain range, along the edge.
Okay.
And it's at least 1,000 miles north.
All right. So
It
is not a safe assumption we can teleport. No.
Well, what's teleport? 100 miles per level? You're guessing that it's just within?
Mhm.
With
Right.
with the slightest chance of being
But Overlook is farther north.
correct.
So we could emergency teleport back to Overlook.
Perhaps yes, or go to Overlook first and then try to go from there.
Yeah. All right. So that was a good first question.
Okay.
All right. You're at Drake Ridge.
You're 95%. Like you guys are what? 11 level casters, 12 level casters.
Well, I guess it depends.
You're 95% certain that Drake Ridge is within teleport range with your level of teleport. You're a 12th level teleporter, right? You don't teleport.
So,
But everyone else.
can-
Okay, so that
14.
this is where it's like, do you know Agony's a 10th level caster or
Yeah.
not? It's like you're like, oh, it's right on the edge.
Yeah.
It's right on the edge. You'd need
the
to plot it out.
The number of creatures we can take. We know we can take 12th level worth of creatures. So I think
But if it's like 1,050 miles away,
Yeah.
all of a sudden Agony can't make that. But Overlook,
Yeah. So you know it's perilous because it's probably on the edge of your teleports.
Yeah. We'll bring it up later.
Okay. With your 50 whatever.
54.
53, 54.
Marty gave me that power.
That's fine.
All right, so they're at Drake Ridge.
No, your God gave you that power.
Geo. The glimmer in the Geo.
Mm-hmm.
All right, good. So they're at Drake Ridge up north.
Okay, you're saying this out loud?
Yeah.
Wait, I didn't say that out loud. How does he know?
Why do you think I'm asking you questions with you bound, you fucking moron? He gives him a slap in the head.
Oh shit!
Cog puts his hands to his head. It's like, such an embarrassment.
No, get out of my head, get out of my head. Please
You
get
know
out
how
of my
easy
head.
to just get into your head and sticks his finger back in the eye socket. Can you feel me in your head?
Okay, a raising anger. Oh, my Tiamat! Summon your dragons and smite this man down! How dare he touch me?
I will feed your testicles to snapping turtles if you don't knock it off. And you will still have them on at the time.
So you can hear me. These claws are strong. Do you think I can get away?
No, you can't. In fact, no one who has ever been tied in those ropes has ever escaped. He's looking at the others like, is that actually true?
There's just sort of a grimace from Agony.
Now, What can we expect behind the portal?
He says the word conclave.
Right, let's get more.
More of a like a meeting place.
Are there gods in this conclave?
Of course there are gods.
How many?
I don't know.
What kind?
I've been stationed at that horrible fucking castle forever, dealing with boggards and lizard folk.
I will feed you to gods if you don't fucking cooperate.
I don't know how many gods. It depends who's there.
It's telling the truth.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You said you'd been through, though. Wait, you went through? What was waiting?
Rezmir. He has gods there. He is one of the 5 leaders of the cult.
The 5.
Yes. Blessed by Tiamat he is. And you catch a glimpse that blessed is synonymous with wearing a mask.
Okay.
And then he's like, don't think about that.
Yeah, I already thought it. Thanks. It's the mask. I'll let him know you told us. Don't worry.
Fuck. I don't want to be fed to Rezmir's dragons.
I bet you regret bringing up Tiamat now, because you know she's listening to everything you're giving us, right?
Oh, Rezmir is going to be so angry with you.
And you.
He's got a black dragon.
Which one? What's the one we killed? 2.
No, you didn't. These dragons are mighty. These dragons are terrible.
Well, now that I know.
How do you know there's 2? I've always suspected that there was a twin.
Well, the shadow, his twin, he died first.
You killed a worm?
Both of them. You want to see the map? Oh, yeah, hang on. I'll show you the map we made out of this skin.
No, we haven't made the maps yet.
Oh, the skin map?
Agony hasn't made those maps yet. You guys?
Well, we have a skin.
We have to.
Oh, did you take the skin? I forget. It was.
I thought we took enough skin for a map.
Oh, okay. All right.
To create treasure map.
You'll be back there anyways for a short while.
We also have the tooth.
We might be back. The tooth. I'll let you see. We'll let them see the tooth.
Okay.
That's a trophy. I'm gonna open bottles with it.
He's saying, "You're all fucked."
Oh, are we now? Because Tiamat has never lost. Because the Imperium has never run over this fucking world and destroyed all the dragons.
Fool her once.
Yeah, this time I'll be shame on her. Now.
He says she was betrayed.
I'll take 10 on my knowledge religion with Paul.
Now, what's the question?
I'm just prepping food. I'll be right back.
Mark thinks it's Amadeus.
Yeah.
Religion.
He said it like it's a fact that he learned. Like he was told and therefore believes.
Okay. That's one interpretation, I suppose.
What was the total?
51.
Priests of Tiamat likely believed that all the gods betrayed Tiamat because they feared her.
Uh-huh.
She is the embodiment of a bunch of different alignments, so you can understand why there's some problems.
Spiritual masturbatory ritual here. So she was betrayed. That's the only reason she died. She failed.
You're an unbeliever.
Either you will fall to your knees before her might, and that of all dragon kind, or you will perish in hellfire.
That's nice.
What else do you want to know?
Can you tell me about Resmi? What spells is he like?
Acid.
Yeah, that much I got. What is the highest circle spell he can cast? You seem like a bright boy.
He thinks for a moment.
Higher than you.
I thought you were a bright boy. Let me take a knife and cut off the top of the deer.
Okay, you take out the knife. Are you allowing him to see it?
Yep.
Or okay,
Wait, let me think.
I just need to look at Resmir's stats. Give me a second. And then his stats.
Yes, Cog is going. The boy needs to regenerate anyway.
One regenerate, I'll take off. We'll fix whatever's cut off.
We don't have to regenerate.
No,
We're a few levels from that.
they're not that expensive. You can pay for it yourself. Do some mercenary work.
I have seen Resmir. I've seen him shout. Very loud. A greater shout.
Very good, thank you.
He can take the forms of great dragons.
Yeah. Since
These spells are 8th circle.
there we go. It's a good lad. He pats him on the head like a good boy.
Okay. Your spell is running out. You've got a few seconds left.
Who else is at Drake Reach?
Okay, you get, I don't know, D3 names. One? Give me a D3.
2.
Okay. He says, the old woman, Talis the White.
Oi! Yeah, elvish blonde-haired prick.
And then the
What's up with... No,
the spell ends.
it's just the detect thoughts part, right?
Yeah.
We should... What's the deal with the four-armed troll thing?
Widget comes into the room.
Oh, Widget was in the room the whole
Oh,
time.
I see. Okay, just hiding in the shadows as Widget does.
Yeah.
Start.
I mean, wasn't the idea that he might not be he's not a believer, likely?
No,
He might be persuaded to not be a prick?
Yeah, he could be persuaded to change. He's a mercenary.
Okay, you can tell he's thinking things. Like his facial expressions are changing, and he just looks angry at what Widget just said.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna get back in there. Well, you knew it the easy way or the hard way. It's up to you.
Gives you a look.
Cast the spell.
It's a will save, right?
Yep.
What's your
The
DC?
DC would be 20.
No, he's not letting you in.
Okay. All right. Cause...
He gets a 12 though on his saving throw.
Oh, you're lucky. You're lucky I got back in there, because otherwise we're gonna have to knock you out. And I wasn't gonna do it by hitting you in the head.
Stay out. My thoughts are my own.
Apparently not, but you're whining. The troll, 4-armed one, very large. How long's he been working for the cult?
Troll was there when I first arrived. He's very old. Very old. Strange.
His mind drifts and he's like thinking about regeneration, but his thoughts are a little bit like focused. He is in pain as well, so.
Yeah. All right, we've got questions. I'm in there.
Is there anything that the troll likes? Any person the troll likes? Favorite food?
Are you interested in the troll?
So we can turn him on your people.
Trespin trains little drakes for us.
Yeah, he's been trading things a long time.
That's why he is
I
allowed.
wouldn't trade drakes for us.
It is why he is permitted.
No, he would tear a lot of you apart. At least maybe not Resmi, but the rest of you, he would tear apart.
We permit his transgressions against the true chromatic ascendancy.
All right, there we go. Yeah, he's getting paid. He's getting paid. Because he's got transgressions.
And there's a flash that Trespin really likes his rings.
Oh, he likes his rings. Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't fuck with that troll. I've seen him pull things apart. Like a whole cow.
And you get this flash of an image of him just scooping up a cow by 4 legs and pulling apart, and all these drakes jumping over each other to get at the bits.
Strong.
It was like a full intact cow carcass that he did this
Now
to.
back to the names of people of note at Drake Reach. You mentioned I forget the name just now.
His ring's magical.
Talis the White.
Talis the White.
You get a glimpse. You get a few pieces of information. You get old woman, powerful caster. She's frail. No wonder she doesn't get a mask. She talks too much.
Is she loyal?
How am I supposed to know? She did not get any of the masks, though. I think that rankles the old witch.
That's useful, thank you. Who else?
Who else what?
Who else is there of note?
Resmia.
Yes, Resmia. Other than Resmia, make this very clear.
Resmia's gods, I guess.
And they are what?
Well, there's the...
Are they dragons, half dragons?
Okay, so you say dragons, and you get a glimpse of the dragon that you slew.
Okay, other than that one.
You know the dragon's name now, or at least one of the dragon's names. Give me a moment. I remember they were dragon names, so
They're very hard to, yes.
Yes.
They don't correspond to anything in our language.
Varagamenthar is the one that he knows.
Yeah, Bragamentar, as I mentioned.
And then you get the name. He had to actually think. What was this guy's name? The guy who rides the wyvern. He's in the village. He's usually in the village. Captain something.
No, the village of Drake Reach.
Yes. He's like, the village is down the road. I've gone to the tavern.
What's the tavern called?
You need a guide?
Yes, stupid!
I'll take you there,
He says.
No, you won't. You know what's going to happen if you're lucky.
He says it's called the Dragon Bow.
All right.
He didn't know where he was. He was surprised to find a village there.
Everyone in the village, they know about the cult.
Yeah? Cult rules the village.
That is a concern. Okay.
If we're going to get the troll a gift, does he like his rings magic, or are we just looking for a big ass shiny ring?
Well, who doesn't like the rings magic? I mean, honestly.
The troll again.
Yeah, we want to know how to
Troll fetish.
answer the question. Flex him in his good eye.
And Agony squeezes it.
Oh, yeah. Troll likes magic items.
There we go. Magic rings. Do you have any magic rings?
I had my magic. Where's my magic? He says.
Truly, if you were going to leave it with you, come on. Come on. You do better. Come
Oh,
on.
I would like to watch his flesh cauterize and bubble and freeze at the end of my sword.
Oh, but you can't. And he closes the
Yep.
patch on his good eye again.
He works for magic.
Oh. Seems to be. We're going to maybe speak a horde.
A horde? That's what you're here for! That horde belongs to her! It is for the great offering!
Very angry.
He's really wiggling.
Yeah, he's wiggling against the bloodvine rope, which has this really, really cartoony kind of like vine fibrous sort of.
I think
Sound
we're
to it.
willing to split the horde with this troll.
Split the horde! You touch a single gold piece of our horde, and dragons with the flights will come down upon where you dwell. There will find you, her eyes of everywhere.
Really?
Or else your veil will fall, and then the rest of Volcanica.
Yeah, okay, fine.
He's doing that cult nonsense where he's talking doom and gloom, right?
Yeah, it's the apocalypse is coming if we don't accept all that. So there's a
You
tower.
realize that she's a god because not all of her worshippers are madmen trying to end the world, right? You don't need to do it that way.
We're not trying to end the world. We will rule it.
Widget is going to look at Agony in the eye. You don't need to end the world, right?
No,
There we go.
we might kill a few things along the way.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
He nods.
All right, so there's this Talis the White.
Wait. Is there a worshipper in the room? Yes. Tell the dragon man. Tell him to smite all of you for the glory of Tiamat.
Oh yeah, sure. We're gonna say he has requested, Agony, that you smite us all in Tiamat.
So,
He has declined to acquiesce to your request.
Then you will be heaped upon the pile of bodies that the dragons will eat as a message to those who remain.
Do you know what? Feeble-minded.
Did you? No, you wouldn't.
Yeah, I would do that to you and then set you out into the woods on your own.
No.
How long do you think you'll live?
there's all sorts of like images of the snakes and alligators and spiders that he's seen.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah, I would.
Boggards, he's seen boggards roasting people over a spit and eating them. So,
I would. Fortunately, though, your uncle. For you.
My uncle.
Great.
That
Great.
thing.
Yeah.
He is no family of mine.
That's going to hurt his feelings.
If he was my family, he wouldn't let this happen.
As your sister sent us to get you. Did you both lose an eye to the same dragon? I'm curious, because it's quite the coincidence.
okay. He didn't see much because there was too much blood, but he's pretty sure that was the punishment for getting captured and trying to kill the dragon. The dragon that he fought was that mechanical horror in Thunder Tree.
Oh. You fought. You went to Thunder Tree. That's right.
Yes?
You fought Shindred. Well, she's dead now. Yeah, we're right good at killing dragons, turns out.
My family failed. This is the path. This is the path.
Yeah, no, it's not. Your grandmom's not going to be too pleased to hear about you.
He struggles a bit, and you
Oh.
catch glimpses of the horrible event.
Alright, so Talis the White,
Your spell is
Yeah.
near ending. You've got a few moments before it ends.
the Wyvern Rider, what's the name again?
He's a captain.
Yeah. There might be others too, but
Yeah, well, there's going to be just an understanding that he, by the sounds of it, been there once, maybe twice.
yep. Rezmir has other followers.
Yes,
Like,
absolutely. That's what we're getting from this. But we're getting what we can from him.
yep. The name of the captain is Captain Othelstan.
Ovelstan?
Othelstan.
Ovelstan? Barnabas will try as hard as he can not to call him Ovelstan.
Mm-hmm.
Barnabas will fail.
Barnabas will...
And you can tell which wyvern is his because it wears armor. All right, that's the last bit that you get from him with the second casting. He's giving you now the stink eye, or like struggling a little bit. And then...
No, I don't think he's got much else.
Alright.
So Dragon Ridge is maybe just a bit more than 1,000 miles north.
That means we don't necessarily have to go through the portal.
No.
Also means that we could go try to sneak our way through the portal and then sort of get back, go in, get out.
Where you go in invisible and then just teleport to where Amadeus is.
Yeah, we could do that too, yeah.
Is he still awake?
He's still awake, it's just Barnabas is no longer in his head.
We're just gonna go give him a kick.
Boot! Widget has some strength to him and he passes out.
He's a sturdy little guy.
Yep.
Yeah, Widget's actually like strength is theoretically his primary ability score. He's got 18 strength. His base strength is higher than his base int.
It was all the gladiating.
It's that wiry gnome muscle. I think that we really, really, really want to make contact with the troll. And I think we should come bearing gifts. And I think we should actually talk to him before we come. Because he seems reasonable. The rest of the fucking psychos.
So some of us go try to find Amadeus while the rest of you talk to trolls. Agony doesn't seem to be too keen on the troll plan, but...
The troll is legendary.
So?
So a legendary troll going on the side would make the difference between success and failure.
Alright.
Downside is we'll have to pay.
If Amadeus wasn't awake when Sonny tried to talk to him, something bad's happened to him.
I'm not saying we go slow.
Well, it's probably something similar to this, and he points down at our captive.
We saw where he was.
Yes.
So if we go through the portal, we can teleport to where that place is.
Most
Hopefully.
likely, unless they...
And hopefully the big fuck off troll isn't sitting there. And hopefully it's not dimensionally barred or locked or, you know.
And if he's a big fan of magic items, it's not like we can expect him to have the regular abilities or even senses of a troll. You see the invisible. Like, grab me and tear me in half like you did a cow. I don't want that.
I must admit, I'm not a fan of being torn in half like a cow.
When do we want to go? At night or during the day?
They will expect us early in the morning, is mine. They drag on for time and they have guards waiting at the door, which is I would. After about 10 hours, they're going to start getting bored. Not to say it's still going to be easy, but there is another possibility. If we travel, how far north is Overlook?
You want me to switch to the...
Yeah, if possible.
Overlooks like 100 miles or something like that, or maybe a little bit more. Like, it's not that far away.
A friendly neighborhood golem man, he said he'd use the gate.
I said, what?
So if he used the gate, doesn't that make things a little bit easier at least? Like, aren't we kind of forced to go through that spot?
Yeah, like if we go through that spot, they're gonna know we're coming out. Whereas if we can find a place we can teleport from directly to Amadeus, gives us a decided advantage.
Right.
Explain the plan to the big angry golem.
My teleports are pretty. They're powerful when they're spot on. That is.
This is Thogrim joining in. Yep.
Yeah. Is this the next day or still the same day?
This is just after the interrogation
Yep.
Got it.
finished. Your family's fucked, by the way.
Oh, I'm very aware of that.
So,
What are you eggheads chatting about?
oh, oh shit. You're not gonna like this plan.
Yeah? Balls fucking magic, done.
Yep.
Don't like it.
Well, I think if we take the time to walk 1,000 miles to the north, Amadeus will be dead by then.
Yeah, all right. I'm pretty sure I could use that portal thing.
Are you just between you, me, and are you really certain that dead Amadeus is the biggest of our problems? If you had an Amadeus bound, gagged, and at your mercy, would you kill him? Would you kill him? You would kill him.
I would.
You wouldn't. You'd get in his brain.
No, I would get in his brain, and then once I had everything I needed, I would, without question. He is a dangerous thing. That's what he is. If he gets loose, all sorts of mayhem.
If you were trying to raise the dragon goddess of destruction to bring holy fire across all things that are known, would you kill him? Or would you turn him into a meat puppet?
Yeah, if you could meet up at him, if that was your yeah, that'd be a great thing to do.
How would you do that?
Dominate monster.
That's a powerful spell,
It is a powerful spell, but
I think. Yeah, he's thinking.
Mark's trying to think what level was dominate monster.
9th.
It's a 9th circle spell, which by the sounds of it, if baby boy here can be believed, is just out of Resmir's range, but There is another powerful past to that, apparently. Is Talis the White knowledge I came out, or...
Sure.
I will take... Oh, well, no. Arcana?
Yep.
I don't like being grabbed.
Nope, me neither. No, 2006. Help from 9. Oh, and...
Mark, your character sheet of Nakedeus, it makes me smile, by the
Oh,
way.
yeah, okay. I realized after I stripped them all and all the bonuses and everything, wow, he really did rely a lot on magic. Slake might have had a point there. Like +6 is just for aiming. If you can aim. 6. 70.
70.
Yes.
Okay.
I will not do a reroll thing. That's pretty damn good already.
Talis the White is the name of a very old white dragonborn lady that is the preeminent sage on all things elemental cold and winter. She's an arch sorceress, and she's been over the decades or centuries even has been consulted because she's actually approachable. With your 70, you know that she is actually also a dragon disciple.
Okay.
And she is a Gestalt witch. She's also like a lore master on all things draconic as well.
Okay. We'll see.
It does not surprise you to hear that she's got a connection to this cult of Tiamat, but it sounds like from the information that you got from Dralamir that she maybe wants one of the masks, but didn't get one.
Okay.
Sunny's going to come in.
Yep.
So there's another arch sorceress.
You 70. She has a cave somewhere where she's got people who have crossed her path in a la Sunny's thing. She turns them into ice statues.
Okay.
And that's how she deals with people that cross her path. You're pretty sure she also has some way of avoiding death, like some contingency where she's been in battles before, does a horrible amount of cold damage, and then, and somehow evades death. She's quite old, which would suggest that she might even be down the path that Agony has gone, in that she might have white dragon blood, allowing her to live long. Yeah, she's like a gregarious, talkative old lady who likes magic, dragons, and you're not sure that she basically calls the northern pole, like the northern area.
Mm-hmm.
She's known in those parts and walks freely where she wants in the snow caps. Like, people know who she is and either deal with her or stay out of her way.
Okay. Front of his ships. With the people.
Okay.
Oh,
She knows she's an arch sorceress, and you're pretty sure 9th level spells are possibly hers. With a 70, she might even be researching epic magic.
Oh yeah. So Talis. I mean, she's a sorceress, so it's hard to say exactly what spells she's got, but
Not mythic magic, epic magic. That type of research you could spend an entire lifetime trying to get access to.
So, what you're saying is they're likely not going to kill him right after all this.
Oh, me? No, if it was me, I would kill him.
Yeah,
But he's too much of a threat. But
you're very smart.
It's because I know what I know. They don't know what I know.
Matthias, are we going to make a turtle?
After you.
I didn't know you could make a turtle.
I was hoping you were going to do it for me. I appreciate it.
So he's going to poke Dralamir in the head with the
Do we need to knock him out?
He's already knocked out.
Oh, good stuff.
And we're going to turn him into a turtle.
Okay, how many attempts?
I'm going to try one time, and if I will the minimum number possible, but I have 4 attempts at it.
Okay. 18, does that make it?
No, he's a turtle.
Okay. He's a turtle.
He's a turtle. Hey, look at the turtle. A snapping turtle. All right. Oh, sorry, I had 5 attempts. Apparently, I was too busy fighting today and not trying to turn
Okay,
him
and he's unconscious, so he actually thinks
Teenage transmorph
he's... Middle-aged, angry, elfish turtle. We're going to put the turtle... are we taking the turtle with us, or are we leaving it with the, snapdragon?
We should probably leave him here. There's no reason to bring it.
You should also take care of the turtle.
Yes, along with the crab.
he just nods and finds a basket and sticks the turtle in it and covers the basket.
Not for eating. Make sure they don't try to eat them. Be very chewy.
How long am I gonna have to look after these little critters?
You'll know when you're done.
Is this a druid test?
Yes.
Barnabas just looks at you like...
he reluctantly will do it.
Yes, I just came home with a cat that you're going to take care of. Yes, I did.
They'll be well fed. I'll keep them at the cabin. I'll go back there.
He looks at Mistra and looks at you.
You will be powerful one day, you know?
I guess. After what I saw, I can't imagine me doing what you guys did at the castle. Yeah.
Not by yourself. That's why you need friends. Don't think of it as a whole, but think of it as, a team.
Well, you're my friends, right? You seem to like me.
Yeah, we'll stop by, sure.
He scoops up the snapping turtle. He doesn't quite get Barnabas's tone. He doesn't spend enough time around humans. He scoops up the animals and we'll look after them for you. He wants to know if Mistra is coming with him to the cabin, though.
We're not spending long in the north, right?
There is a village there. If we're going to keep pursuing this particular line of investigation, that is worth investigating.
Mistra, watch over Snapdragon. Don't let him get et, and take him to the cabin. I know, but I'll be back shortly. But he's the leader of the lizard folk, and he's not very good at it yet. You're in charge.
Mistra's a bit whiny because you're leaving again, but she follows your commands. All right. Without
No eating the crab or the turtle.
without we got the turtle in the mouth. No. Without being attacked by any dragons or powerful cultist spellcasters, your tree fort is still standing in the Morrow, and you are all rest and recuperated. You have enough time to prepare your spells.
Mythic point.
Yes, and regain your mythic points.
Fabricate my cannon.
Yes, you can fabricate your cannon.
Yeah, Sonny could have tried to fabricate you one, but it wouldn't have been a very good cannon.
A one-shot wonder cannon. Bam! There was an explosion and something went flying.
That's what
It
cannons
was
do, right?
Fabricate. Oh, fuck you, Sonny.
All right. So, step one that I noticed.
All right.
Despite
So that morning, Snapdragon takes Mistra. He does pause for a moment. Am I looking after the worm too? He's pointing at Gordon.
Gordon,
Oh.
he's a little bit more complex. He'll be coming with us.
Do we have enough teleports?
That is a good question. Well,
Where, how far are we go? What's the plan? Where are we going?
I'm fairly.
To get slaadi to
Yeah.
You know what? All right. You don't eat the turtle.
It's the blood bind book.
So where are we going exactly?
We're gonna give him the slug.
Oh, and who's holding on to the bloodbind rope?
Barnabas gave it.
Okay.
You're more likely to run into him before I.
Yeah. This stuff's not magical, right?
No, it's alchemically treated.
Yeah, alchemy's fine.
Cog looks at him like, it's not magical.
Okay. Snapdragon goes and babysits your animal companions and your polymorphed enemies. Kind of cursing his existence right now.
Here's the thing.
The animals.
If combat were really to start, Mistra is the biggest, is the tank. Gordon is like number 2. Then I think the turtle. Then Snapdragon. The turtle thinks it's a turtle. Might be more effective at fighting.
Snapdragon's a 4th level ranger druid. He's fine. He's good.
Is he?
He's good.
Is he?
Don't worry.
Level ranger druid
Okay.
who lived in the swamp, I would be scared every day.
Well, yeah, that's why he's going to the safest place where the where the predators and bugs don't go. All right, so early that morning, Snapdragon takes the animals and animal companions away, leaving this party behind in the tree fort.
All right. I'm gonna think I'll need to break enchantment. I don't think I need the mighty strength.
Will dispel magic work on him if he is controlled?
Possibly. It depends on how he's controlled.
Do keep in mind it will be from a caster capable of not certain spells. So.
Hopefully we're there before that's needed.
Yeah.
Well, I'll prepare one then. Dispel magic greater versus dispel magic does not going to make a difference, all right?
More spells and you can get a bigger bonus on it.
Yeah.
Spell magic has a max to the bonus you add.
Maybe we can talk to the caster, same way we talk to the troll.
Yeah, by the sounds of it, she might be a little bitter. She's in a max.
Langdor is looking for masks and orbs.
We don't know what the orb does, do we?
the orb possibly be?
Go ahead.
Oh, first we'll see Eamon. Eamon, what do you think the orbs know? 193?
Should I just quit and make you the DM?
Eamon helps.
You clearly know more than I do. You're the DM now.
I'll take one of my d6s plus.
Just tell me what it is. Because what you roll 200 your knowledge check, you believe and therefore change the universe into the answer.
I got a 68.
What can orbs be?
What this with reference? What kind of orb would a cult of the dragon?
Yeah, there are artifacts called the Orbs of Dragonkind. These are artifacts that are spread throughout the multiverse. There's one of each color, and they allow the wielder to control dragons of that color.
Holy fuck.
We want these.
Speaking of dominate monster, there's one for each of the chromatic dragons and metallic dragons. Dragons get very pissed off when these orbs fall into the wrong hands.
Us contracts know how that feel.
There are other, probably a plethora of magic items, but you're like dragons, orbs, click.
No. So they're probably looking for dragons. There's only one for each chromatic and one for each metallic you can control. There's only one in all the multiverse for each.
You make a plan, I have to do something. Shit. Alright, Sonny's gonna go down and, like, any lizard folk being sickly.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Good call, buddy. Oh, forgot all about that.
So you're going to go and talk to lizard folk.
To see if I can find out who's sick.
Okay.
Because I meta know that some are sick, but I don't.
How are you doing this? Are you searching? Are you examining lizard folk?
Cog will help you.
Okay.
I have a stupid heal.
We're going to basically describe the symptom that we're looking for.
Yep.
And then anybody who's in a candidate, I do have the ability to cast Diagnose Disease, so I'm going to basically use a group of them and try to see if they're sick.
Okay, give me
Try to use magic to speed it up.
a D4, because you're kind of doing a diplomacy check to gather information. So you go and seek out. The lizard folk are wandering around. They're going about their
They have different
activities.
tribes and stuff too.
Yeah.
So yeah, 3 hours.
Okay, give me a diplomacy check.
Okay. Look at me, I'm studying.
Cog can
right.
aid because he's also trumping around looking for people.
31, assuming Cog aids.
Yep.
Diplomacy or heal?
Diplomacy. If you roll D0, obviously you get 0. Okay, so 29.
Okay. And then
charisma is +1. 10.
Okay, 30. 31, sorry.
31.
all right, and then I got to roll the fort saves of the two guys that got.
Yeah, they might have made it and not had to.
Yeah.
Because I was going through my spell list going, I don't need those diseases anymore.
Drop this
Wait a second. I don't want to come back to a slot play. Running through the swamp.
Oh, this is smart. This is a smart play. All right, so fortitude saves. Good thing that their fort saves are good. I'm just going to roll in front of Mark here. Okay. And how long is the onset time? No. No. Okay, apparently you've made enough of impression on the lizard folk, and they haven't traveled too far away from the spot, that quickly 2 lizard folk are identified as one of them has 2 dex damage and 1 dex damage, and the other one, and both of them have 2 charisma damage. Their dexes are 10 and their charismas are 10, so it starts to become noticeable that there's something wrong with them. Pretty soon there are 2 lizard folk brought before you. Actually, you find them already in like a hut. It looks like they were trying to smoke out the hut in some sort of ritualistic healing.
Cool. All right. We are gonna try to take care of this the old-fashioned way by using group disease.
Okay, the fortitude save of Slaad fever is 18.
Okay.
All right, so the DC is 18.
First one is good.
Okay, you heal one of the lizards.
The other one is good.
You heal the other lizard man.
I don't have to use any of the pearls of power.
Yeah, they still feel bad, but the symptoms are going away.
Whoever is the oldest looking or the most mature looking or wisest looking Slaad that was tending, any others?
You actually find an adolescent lizard man that was standing outside of this hut with a spear, guarding from people to go in.
If any others have similar symptoms, isolate them. I will return to check.
Okay, the little kid that they put in charge of guarding the sick people nods.
And if things get bad, fetch Snapdragon. He can buy them time.
Yes, Uncle.
Good work. Good work.
Okay. The little lizard man puffs his chest with pride and thumps at the end of his spear into the ground.
Oh, they said?
Shows you his teeth.
Sonny will smile back and will try to show teeth.
All right, you have a moment with lizardmen. They seem to like you, Sonny.
All the locals of Volcanica wonderful.
All right, I think at this point in time, the tree fort is starting to shrink back down into the natural terrain. And you guys have, so you got up after resting. That was like 7 in the morning. You prepared your spells 8, and then Sonny and Cog went and healed the locals, so it's like 11 a.m. Weather-wise, today is a very, very calm day. The wind is listless. It's the middle of summer, so it's warm.
Brenos is going to worship I think we want to be Trixie on this day is my feeling.
You calling our uncle again? So many good domains.
Well, so I have options that aren't uncle, but
yeah, I was gonna say, but
all right, Uncle Psycho.
You're calling out to Darinka today?
Yep.
Okay,
I'm off to save an aberrant horror known as my colleague. What better time?
Okay. It's just you wake up in the morning, you pray to Darinka, and you just hear this voice saying, "I see you."
Minimum talk of your gods.
At 8. I see you too. So now I don't like you and you don't like me, but we're going to work together, got it? Or maybe you like me. I don't really hate you. You have to be so fucking crazy all the time. Last time I talked to you, you drove a dragon man mad. Didn't do that. This time, none of that.
Burn 2 chaos points as an augury is going off.
Okay. I got chaos to burn, boys.
Will it be spleeful or sploful today? and the path that you're going is spleeful. You're pretty sure that means the path you're going, you are going to come across chaos. Like the primordial chaos. And Dorinka is gleeful at the fact that you called out to him this day.
Now we're going to have words about Tyr, but now is not the time. You saw it. You saw it.
Okay?
And Brenos ends up using words like spleeful inadvertently. What a spleeful morning it is.
You're pretty sure Brenos is speaking like very basic chaos speak.
Okay.
And I'm in my sheet where I blacked out some of the powers from certain domains. I am unblacking them out.
Nice.
Yeah. There. You're off the banned list, boys. Don't screw me.
I guess we're walking back to the castle.
Yeah, for so. It's a nice day, though.
While Sonny was waiting, I made these. So, maybe he didn't teleport all the way there and teleport back before you go on the adventure.
Did he do it last night?
Did he have enough spells left over last night? That's a good question. Yes, he did. I went back there. Let me look at
What's he got?
create treasure map. Yeah, it's a second level sorcerer spell. No SR. Or a broad swath of territory, and he knows one source of treasure for every 3 caster levels he possesses. So he can get 3 sources of treasure. So he has one of Elsir Vale, a map of Elsir Vale, and it's made out of black dragon hide. And you can see that there is a point, like an X marking the spot over the castle in the swamp.
Okay.
There is a point over a place kind of to the south of the castle in the swamp. You haven't been here yet. It's called the Ruins of Rest.
Yep.
And then a third spot where there is known treasure is over the mountains in an area that you think geographers called the Thorn Waste.
Okay.
It's if you walked and didn't find a way through the mountains, it would be the way you would walk around to get to the Lost Mines.
Okay.
And there is a dot on this map that is called. It just simply says the Stone Lion.
Knowledge.
Sure.
I am gonna reroll and take 10. 42.
Yeah, there is a massive statue of a stone lion that is in the Thorn Wastes. It's actually a dwelling inside the massive statue of a stone lion.
Okay. We will also make dots on our regular map as.
Yep. The stone lion just is sort of more of a descriptive name.
Mhm.
You give me a knowledge local.
LC Rail.
This would be a different territory than Elsierville.
Okay.
Close enough. It's close enough to Elsierville that it's Elsierville. It's fine.
Actually, gotta look that one up. It is neither minimum or maximum. 3. Okay. 47.
The stone lion in the Thorn Waste is also known as the Ghost Lord's Lair.
Okay.
The Ghost Lord is a local boogeyman. This goes back to when elves came here.
Way back when.
You're pretty sure the Ghost Lord used to be a druid that the residents of Rest paid homage to when they first came here by creating a big stone lion for him.
Okay.
Something about the Ghost Lord when he was a druid before he was called the Ghost Lord. He really liked lions. You might find lions in the Thorn Wastes.
All right.
He's one of those druids where you, well, give me a knowledge nature or a knowledge arcana.
Knowledge Arcana. I'm gonna reroll that. I can do better than 51. You know what? I'll just take 10 with my insight bonus. We'll do the 1d6. So 63.
You think the Ghost Lord was a druid that somehow underwent the process to become a lich.
Okay. That's icky. Okay.
And that the creature is out there. It's still haunted, but it hasn't been active in a long time. But yeah, the stone lion was the inhabitants of a magical kingdom having enough, like as a peace offering.
Yes, we'll build you a theme park house. Just leave us alone.
To honor the lions that he commanded as a druid, built him this idol.
Okay.
/ house. And one of the dragons pointed at, like, this is the map. On Agony's second map, you realize it's the map of the castle in the swamp.
Okay.
there are 3 dots in the castle in the swamp area.
Okay.
One is in the central tower.
Oh, okay.
One is where the portal is.
Mm-hmm.
And the third would be... I think it's the room where Farblex was sleeping.
Okay.
I don't think this one tells us very much.
No, I think we got the. This is the Farseer right here, central portal. We know where that goes.
No, sorry. The third one is in the tower where the Banshee is.
And I've no issue fighting a Banshee as long as we're prepared to fight a Banshee. If we're not prepared to do that. It's the Amadeus back and worry about a Banshee.
Acknowledge religion.
Yes.
I want to know how I fight a banshee. So I'm going to think about a banshee.
That's a very good question. How the fuck do you fight a banshee?
I think you need to be deaf. That's what I think.
It certainly helps.
Knowledge religion. I could make us all deaf.
What about using the spell of sight?
24.
Okay, banshees are incorporeal undead that are most likely elven in nature. Their keening wail can just outright kill you.
I'll take a silence spell.
Might work. Might not.
But you think deaf for sure, huh? He takes out some cotton swabs. Gather around the cannon.
Everyone push your ear to the cannon.
I think remove deafness only works against like you destroyed your ear based deafness.
You need to regenerate for that.
How do we? The banshee could wait. It's not going nowhere.
I say we go after Ally and work our way down the line. Like Brenna said, she's not going anywhere.
What's the plan for the big fuck off to roll?
We avoid it.
Avoid it if we can. If in lieu of an actual confrontation, we will make it an offer.
Is it being controlled? Will it be able to make a choice?
It's not being controlled. Not knowing anything is being controlled. It's being bribed. Certain. It's not loyal to the cult. I'm thinking we offer it share of the treasure that might just join our side.
How strong is the soul?
It can pick up a cow and tear it in half.
Is it a caster?
Is it a caster? You don't think so?
He's not known for casting, he's known for beating the living shit out of things.
Well, that and training animals and beasts, and he really likes magic stuff. So, if I put enough magic shit on you, you're basically a caster.
Right. So, you're saying he's a walking treasure pile. And is there a reason we want to keep this thing alive?
We could teach him not to like magic, that it'd break magic, because magic is cheating. He should know better if he's really old.
That is an idea.
Just turns away from Snake because that is nonsense talk.
again, is there a reason to keep this creature alive?
Yeah.
Why don't we just
Forsaker Megatroll.
Uh,
Sounds awesome.
Foul
Okay.
property. Forsaker.
there's certain things out there that you don't get to choose whether they're alive or not.
Is
So-
that troll stronger than the Titan we fought, the big giant thing?
Probably. The big giant thing was one of a clan of big giant things.
So
That's tough.
we're going there to get Amadeus and to look
Yeah,
for
but
the
this-
treasure. We're not there to talk to a troll.
But the talking will have to happen if he shows up. Or when he
Troll
shows
was
up.
there where he was chained up. Troll may be there when we teleport to it.
Fuck. So bring
If
it.
I had a beast tamer under my employ, and I had an Amadeus, looks like a beast to me. He might be getting, tamed.
Well, I could.
Good luck with that.
I could give Amadeus. Well, tactically speaking, when we arrive, I could give Amadeus a freedom of movement potion. I could feed it to him. I'll get him out of his bindings.
Yeah, or fucking magic. Yeah, we'll just break the bindings. Why are we using magic for something simple?
I would just pick locks too. It's not that fucking hard.
Right.
We could use a spell to pick the lock.
Someone's gonna get punched.
So we have many
The-
ways.
the- the
to get
problem
him out of
is-
his bindings. This is all wonderful.
No, just the problem is you don't know how much time you're going to have. That's why I suggested it.
Well, if it's just a matter of we don't have time, it's what adamantine, the man made out of tear apart things that steel with his hands.
Yeah.
You just destroy the shackles.
Done.
See, and we've made him happy.
I know those
Don't
things
we-
are magic.
Don't we want these shackles?
Yeah, but you gotta keep in mind there are also shackles that keep wizards from teleporting away.
Who's so psyched? I can fix them. Just shh.
Oh yeah, I have that spell as well.
I can fix it. That's fine.
What? Nothing. Look over there, bird.
So do we? I understand the command word for the teleportation circle. What all can we teleport through? And do we have to be on it to activate it?
Well, I don't know if we have to be on it. We know the word.
How long does it take to use it twice?
We saw people teleport, so it's
Yeah, this one. Remember, I described. It doesn't open a portal. It
It's like a teleporter from Star Trek.
Yep.
Well, do we expect them to be waiting for us on the other side?
yeah.
Then how long are they going to be waiting? I mean, it's been multiple hours.
Yeah. Well, let's put it this way: if someone had come to us into our home, so to speak, and say they killed Amadeus, they got our Amadeus, and you knew they was going to come back for whatever reason, for your treasure, for our magic, and you knew where they were going to appear, would you not be waiting for them?
I would set up traps.
That's it? You wouldn't be waiting?
I would, but the first thing is I would set up traps. They don't get tired.
Let's be clear, we'll be teleporting into the trap.
Yes. Then what kind of traps would you set? So let's prepare ourselves for them traps.
Well, the first sort of trap I would set is a dimensional anchor, that sort of thing, so we couldn't teleport away.
Right. I could try to dispel that if it's there.
The second sort of trap I would set is a greater dispel that we're not afraid away. soon as we appeared, sparing all of the magics we had prepared for the fight we were expecting.
I've got a ring for that.
How about a big piss-off rock that just crushes everybody on the platform?
Oh, fuck, that's a good one, yeah. That's a good one, yeah.
Isn't that what Slake is for? Just, stick your arms up and hold it.
Let me go first and set off all the traps.
If they're magical, they won't affect him.
That is a good point, yeah. That's an excellent idea.
Additionally, I don't believe they saw Slake during the fighting. All of the foes you faced died. I will put it that way.
Yep. They sure did.
I don't know if I want that. So Sonny is thinking about, if I turn into a tiny bug, could I go into Slake's helmet? But I don't think I could get in. AoEs are still going to be a problem.
No, but you could probably bring in a summoned creature with Slake that might have protective magics on it, perhaps to help him.
You could definitely climb into his armor as a tiny creature and gain cover.
But the question is, could Sunny summon some creatures, have them teleport with Slake, and run in?
Well, I could teleport. Yeah, I'm certain I could have summoned creatures on the platform, and they'll go there.
Attack everything that's not Slake.
I just don't know if summoned creatures are affected by teleports. There's a list of what summoned creatures can be affected by.
I think they have to be on the same plane, but as long as they're on the same plane, it can still exist. And my assumptions have never been wrong.
I'm just unsure about sending Slake in alone. It is dangerous, and we do know of beings with spells that can, take over constructs.
They did see me. Wait, did they? Yes. Whoever was throwing those acid balls definitely was aware of me. Speaking of which, we need to protect ourselves from acid.
Well, apparently also cold.
Cold acid.
Are we not going to be, engaging with the witch?
It's possible, yeah.
It's possible, yeah.
She might not like me.
She might know, which is why.
Bucket of white paint. Here you go.
You're the scholastic one.
Yeah. Yeah, fine.
Wait, what? We're talking to wizards now? Fuck that.
We're talking to art sorceresses with caves full of ice sculptures that used to be her enemies.
Well, that doesn't sound very nice now, does it? Maybe she needs to be taught a lesson in manners.
True, but to be fair, having been private petting with your enemies is very sunny.
No, it certainly is not. You should defeat your enemies.
Well,
Lay waste to their corpses and seize their possessions.
because that's nice.
So we could summon something and then use the gate or the teleportation circle to move them. So we can have someone help support Slake, who is we can summon something which is expendable to help Slake, who is not expendable.
Nah. I don't need your magic help. I'll just go there, punch whoever's waiting for us, then you guys come.
I'm with Sunny on this. You don't know what's on the other side. All the help you can get, I would take.
Why don't we send a scout, and then you can communicate with them? Agony's tapping at his head, looking at Sunny.
Who's the best scout? No, what about a summoned creature? You do that with a summoned creature? Summon multiple little rats and pick one, tell it to hide, Run around for a little bit. You don't get much time, I think.
I'm the best scout.
Is that Widget?
Yeah.
Yeah. After a big long ass sigh.
Nah. You guys know where Amadeus is, right? You go save Amadeus, while Brennis and I stand outside and kick the crap out of whoever's coming to fight us.
It's not the worst plan in the world.
Right.
That sounds spleeful if I've ever heard spleeful.
So how about you leave me with them as well?
Yeah.
My cannon will back you up.
Yeah. Brennis, Cannon, I don't know. Eamon.
No, I think we should have some protection.
Nah, you're gonna go talk to people. You don't want him standing beside you while you're talking.
Yeah, I kind of do. With the sorceress, I kind of do, yeah.
Cog, we're gonna need your healing, maybe. Same with you, Sonny.
I'll prepare potions. That's the
I want to meet the troll master of beasts. He sounds like an interesting fellow.
All right, Cog's healing then. Well, depends where he is.
I assume the place for the master of beasts where I don't know where the master of beasts is. I can go either.
If you get us there, I remember what I saw in the scribe. I can put 3 of us, including myself, so 4, being close to where Amadeus is. We should assume that that's a trap as well.
Yeah, fair enough.
I also remember the location. I can move us there immediately. I could also bring, I think 2 more.
Like, it gives you a look like, how are you doing that?
Because I'm better than you.
Better wizard than I am. Crazy number of people.
Yeah, Sunny.
There's also the possibility we can't teleport out.
Well,
Sunny can get himself +5.
Wow.
That's impressive.
That's nice.
Well, we'll need more to rescue Amadeus, but we're bringing
Right, it's so well, yeah. I think it's 2 teleports out, 1 teleport in.
Yeah.
And which brings us to a good question: where are we teleporting out to?
Ooh.
Any other fucking place but there.
So we're
I
not
think we
close
should
enough?
go to the tree in the swamp.
Well, it's 100 miles closer than this place.
Hold on a second.
It'll be at the end of some of our ranges.
How many other places link up to this spot? I mean,
You don't know.
one. Yes, is it possible you can, talk to that turtle? Like, turtle's gone. Fuck.
We know that there are. Barnabas knows. I don't know. We know that the teleportation circle goes to 2 different locations. The correct location and a you screwed up location. So it has a good location and a bad location.
When you get onto the pad, don't say a word, because if you say anything that's not the correct phrase, you'll be teleported to what we shall call the bad place.
Right, we don't want to go to the bad place.
No, we want to go to the good place.
Fucking stupid. All right. We're going to spring. The dwarves are going to go have the stand-up fight through the trap, and you wee bastards are going to go teleport to the back door.
Yep.
Yeah. I still think Eamon should come with us.
How do I, in character, go? Mark should have somebody in both parties.
Mark wants Eamon with Barnabas because Barnabas will die without him.
You're fine.
Oh, fine, but I get to hide behind Cog and Agony.
Wouldn't expect nothing less.
So we're all going in with Slick, or is he going in fast?
Good question. Why don't we start walking and we can talk about it on the way?
Yeah, we're all wasting quite a bit of time.
Okay. So you
Are we walking with them? I assume so.
Yes.
I'm assuming they would like some, of the magical protections
Yes.
to not die.
right? I'm going to move you guys back to the
Slate,
Castle
are you
of Swamp,
certain
Matt?
you don't want, a little old essence touch? Just a little one.
Ah,
It's not a spell. It's a supernatural power.
no.
Just let me talk to you over distance and, save you if needed.
Nah, it's all right. I don't need your filthy magics.
Yes, I need magic is true. I know it's what it is.
He doesn't know what he says. He's just overcome with anger and
Have you seen what he does to wands? I'm pretty sure he knows what he says.
golem rage. Don't
Alright.
worry. Once we slay his wayward assailants, we will fix him.
3 hours, a 3-hour walk brings us to about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You arrive at the castle in the swamp. It's a nice sunny day, and oh, look at all of the, how shall we say, the carrion creatures.
Oh,
There's all sorts of birds and alligators thrashing in the water, and it just looks like there's a feeding frenzy here with all of the corpses that were left behind.
and this is the circle of life in action.
It's glorious. And all the flaws.
It would be even worse if alligators and snakes weren't in here. There'd be even more flies. Just piles upon piles of maggots.
Yep, well, it'll take some time to do, but yes, there are many, many corpses that have left behind. The lizard folk did pull away any of the lizard folk corpses that weren't quite ginsued by the... They did take away obvious remains, but there is still a lot of bits.
Mm-hmm.
There is a glorious mess in the swamp. Sonny, you give it a month and there will be very few signs of a battle here.
Later, you'd be lucky to find a skull in the mud. Also, the banshee in that tower is probably going to be a problem for some time.
We'll just deal with that one later.
I wonder what she's sad about. I don't wonder that hard.
I'm not gonna ask guys.
Alright, so... All your lives were going to walk into a trap. So it's kind of important this whole who goes in first thing. Or do we go in together?
Well, I kind of agree with Slake. Send him in first. Most of the magic's not going to affect him.
Did the portal have some sort of, recharge time or any shit like that?
I've only seen it used once.
Right.
I
So,
only smelt it being used. I
What,
guess I could as well.
Thorgrim's drinking a named cannon shot for
We
Dragon.
good, bud.
It lasts for a long time.
Okay, what?
10 minutes. 10 minutes per level.
What type of creature? Oh, so the 10-minute per levels are going up. So yeah, Agony cast Mage Armor when he left that morning and see invis.
Okay.
Yeah. I was going to buff up the tokens on the outside and the left over here.
I think the hour per levels are going up before going into the castle. I think my 10-minute per levels aren't going up until we get to the space we're going to teleport. Like, get to the basement again.
Barnabas is putting up symbols before he goes to pick it up.
That's probably prudent. Because, it's always a good one to have running.
Yep. Does anyone need a Mage Armor? Normally, Agony casts it on Amadeus, but
It adds to cog.
okay. So Cog.
Cool.
Widget could actually use one. Otherwise, he uses one from a wand.
No, you get a 10-hour
Cool.
Mage Armor.
And I think Sonny casts his own because the old man casts a spell in the morning.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, the 15 first level sorcerer spells per day.
Yeah, there's a lot of there's a few cool ones that you could throw in there to like hydraulic push or something. Okay, so the plan is we're going to get down there. We're going to prepare. We're going to send Slake in, followed by the 3 musketeers. Well, 1 musketeer, 1 spearman, and Ramenos, you're not using your big shiny sword. You're using your axe today. Don't worry about that. All right. Did you have a quarrel with your sword? Try to not have a quarrel with the sword. We're trying not to touch the platinum sword.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, it would be schmoful if you had
The platinum sword's been
your sword right now.
pretty quiet since you had the encounter with Ramenos and when it closed the portal.
She needs a tap. She needs a nap. It's fine.
Remember, we couldn't see that caster. Although we could see invisibility, we still couldn't see him. We need a way to
Glitter.
pick him out.
Glitter.
The glitter does work just fine.
All right.
Or being very perceptive and then glitter.
Yes.
You've got glitter, right?
Yes.
Ramenos, do you have glitter? No, I don't have glitter. You should get glitter.
All right. Are you guys avoiding the feeding frenzy in any way?
Yeah. Like alligators and stuff. I don't think we're too worried about vultures or anything.
Okay, so you kind of march, pick your way through, avoid some of the major encounters, and go into the castle.
Shoot it. Yeah.
You come across the corpses of the slaad.
Did any of the cultists, other than like we didn't accidentally miss any, there's no like slaad hanging around or anything that shows like a chest
Yeah,
or
we're aware of the trap.
Yeah, the castle looks like it was how you left it. There are hordes of flies around the cultist bodies.
I think we're going to put a life bubble up on everybody who wants to be life bubble, just because it's stinky.
Okay.
So, life bubble. Just because it's a good idea.
We'll take that. Yep.
And it's thematically appropriate to the time, as opposed to just everyday cast life bubble, because you suck.
When we get back here, we should burn these corpses if they're all diseased.
Probably. Wouldn't be the worst idea.
All right. Slake
We could make a large fire and let the fires of Volcanica cleanse them.
Slake takes 5 minutes to just drag the corpses outside the tower, kind of clearing the path for you.
Okay, we're gonna.
About 10 minutes since you arrived at the front of the castle has gone by now, with Slake clearing the corpses and with you guys picking your way carefully around like the small hordes of alligators, snakes, and carrion eaters.
Okay.
You plunge down into the dungeon once again. I'm going to move you guys to the dungeon map.
Mm-hmm.
You see the 2 corpses of the dragons look like they have been disturbed, but you realize that it was likely Agony who teleported back here in the middle of the night to get treasure maps.
Got big dragon boys.
Yep. Your wall of stone is still there.
Well, I'll use another pass wall to get through this.
You also walk around if you wanted.
No, this is the stairs coming down. If we don't want to teleport, we have to.
Oh, right.
Oh, that's right. There's a
That pass wall would have eventually ran out, so
Yep.
somebody would cast another one.
Okay. And then
He
you
likes
can-
the idea of this place becoming locked.
You can walk around and then get to the teleportation circle. The obscuring mist is back by the time you guys get back here.
Okay, is the obscuring mist just the layer at the front, or does it go all the way to the thing?
It covers this entire room.
All right. I suppose we could take a moment here, or do we already know everything we know about the circle? Like, do we know if it will take time? If we could send one and then the others immediately afterwards?
You'd probably need a closer look at it to.
Study Bumps Barnabas.
Yeah, fine. Let's have a look. See what we can see.
Sonny will also take a peek.
Magic goes up, but we
Okay.
do the examining.
Don't think detect magic and identification gives you anything beyond the command words. So
Won't tell us.
okay, yeah, give me a spellcraft check to identify the magic item.
Okay.
I'll aid.
Okay.
I think Sunny's still got the better.
Sonny might actually be better at this. Sonny's spellcraft is plus 30.
Barnabas is spellcraft. Oh, 31.
I've got an item that gives it plus 10. Still not enough.
Alright, so plus 3. It's not a great roll. 38.
Okay, so it's
Spellcraft?
item caster level plus 15. So you know that this thing does have a cooldown similar to that of a dragon's breath weapon of 1d4 rounds.
Oh.
You also know that activating it from either side, also, if anyone's standing in the circle, they'll switch spots.
That's
Interesting. Oh, you're going to flip. You've got your Barnabas. You have your protection from scrying, yeah.
It's a detect, but yeah.
All right. Is anybody spying on us here?
No.
Okay. If somebody is spying on us, it would be nice if you told us.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks for reminding.
Slake wades into the mist. So someone's going to activate this for me.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Just
What? He comes wading back through the mist. What?
if you say random things, you might turn it on, and then you go to the bad place.
Oh.
And we don't know where the bad place is.
All
Could
right.
be anywhere.
So I'm going to go into the center there.
And shh, and be very quiet.
He takes out his tower shield. he puts his finger up to his mouth, or where his mouth should be with that helmet.
All right, now gather round, children. It's time to.
So listen, we will not be able to teleport immediately after.
What
Wait.
about our protections for acid and cold?
Oh, Am I going in there or not?
Just you go there and you wait. They will join you, and then you're all going together.
There could be a delay from between 6 to 24 seconds
Mm-hmm.
before we can join Slake. Or anyone can join Slake on the other side.
Huh.
So we're all going together.
Yep.
So you're all going together is what he says. I'm going to go say
Cogs
this.
putting on his ring of counterspell.
Agony is going to cast some spells on himself.
Yeah. So the buffeting starts.
Yep.
All right. So,
Long arm, mirror image.
So
Invisibility.
acute senses.
Seeing business for sure. Invisibility, why the hell not?
Images.
Uh,
6 images.
do we want to hide ourselves?
Yeah.
It's going to be pretty obvious what we're doing on the other side. Well, yeah, but we should. A moment's hesitation. A bunch of cult members with the pointy mask things. Like the gods that were up in the tower.
Yeah.
Agony's chuckling. Keep me as a dragonborn.
What color do you want to be?
White.
Classy.
Kinky. Like it. How very gauche.
Are we going to be leaving, or are we going to stay next to the area? He's got his cannon in his hand.
Sunny
playing
is
magic.
going to. I don't believe I would like the veil. It was somewhat disruptive last time.
Oh, right, because you were constantly looking at it like a lizard man when you turn
That's
into
right.
a bat. Yep.
So Sunny will just start the fight. We'll start the event by being a bat.
Okay.
So he, if, yeah.
All right, and then what is Eamon going to be look like in the veil?
The Eamon is going. I mean, everyone else is going to be looking like the
Cultists with the mask.
those cultists with the masks.
Okay.
Are we doing invisibilities?
Let me see if I can find a token because there were a couple of cultists with a mask.
All right, so yeah, it'd be like because there was like the tough guy or like the knightly looking ones. Eamon, like the knight guys will look like the knightly looking ones, and then the casters will look like the castery looking ones.
All right, so there was the low level cultist dudes. They look like that, and then there was the.
Yeah, we want to be the next ones.
Oh, I think somebody gets to be that one. We need to pick who.
There was the lower level casters that look like this,
Yeah, that was one I was thinking.
and then there was the guy that you turned into a crab.
Oh yeah, I don't remember.
He had a spiky mask as well, and he looked like this.
The porcupine cleric of Thunder Tree, Favrik, was his name.
So Fabric looked like this guy, but there were other people that wore the same style of mask. You've
Yeah.
encountered one guy who looked like this.
Okay. Barnabas is going to look like Zaris.
Okay.
Brenos and Eamon Woe are going to look like the cultist caster.
Okay.
Widget is going to look like a dragonborn, or the kobolds. Widget's going to look like one of the little kobolds.
Nice.
Also, do you have a good hope, Barnabas?
Yep.
Thogrim is going to look like a cultist.
Give me a second. I'm hunting down one of the kobold.
Oh.
With a cap, like a.
I got tokens for all these, so I
desk.
might as well just stick them over top of what you guys look like. So it'll remind me. Where did they get dragged to? There were some dead on the stairs. Give me a second. All right, so Agony just is going to look like a white dragonborn.
White dragonborn. Yeah.
Okay. And then Widget is going to look like a little kobold.
Yep. A kobold clerk or kobold caster.
Yep.
The kobold aide to Master Dragon. But
All right.
this time we didn't make Barnabas a goofball because so Barnabas can talk to things. Otherwise we have to rely on us two who can't really talk to anything.
Thogrim looks like a caster. Okay.
No, Thogrim looks like the cultist.
The regular cultist is fine. Yeah.
We want nobody to think he's dangerous. And then the Brenos and Eamon Woe will look like the cultist casters.
For fuck's sakes.
And
5 images.
I think Cog is... Oh, we'll make Cog one of the cultist casters as well.
They're all going to cast fist and weapon. Get the casters! Oh no!
All right. So this is the veil that goes up, and it's this is a mythic pointed veil of shadow. So it's a super high caster level and difficult for people to perceive.
Okay.
Or detect as a
While
spell.
standing in the misty chamber, Widget turns your party into an infiltration group. You look a lot like the enemy at this point.
This is a very spleeful way. You keep using that word. I'm pretty certain that's not a fucking word.
Have you been talking with someone?
So I can cast my aids beforehand, my candidate, my siege crew. I can bring them with us. I don't have to cast it over there. Expecting to kill everyone right away, yeah?
There's a good question there about don't mind who we've been talking to. The good hook. Is that something that's going up on the?
Yeah, it's up.
Okay.
On everyone?
Everyone.
All right.
Well, except for Slade.
Yep.
Good hope. Veil. We're gonna get a what's this stupid spell? He's got acute senses. We're gonna do a divine favor. We're gonna do a what the heck's it called? Come on, Dream Domain. You're awesome. Premonition, which is a bullshit spell as part of the Dream Domain.
All right. Slake is going to activate his spell resistance for the next 24 hours. He's going to temporarily drop it so that the teleportation circle works, with a ready action to put it back up the second that he's on the other side.
Okay.
Nice. All right, so
I've got a new use for the spell now.
first, we're going to hit a comprehend languages on Brenos, just in case. C and Biz, and a keen. And a keen weapon. All right, I think that's that's Brenos's stack for now. We're going to cast an invisibility on ourselves. By the power of trickery and drinker, we will be invisible. We're going to. So Sunny is going to cast Freedom of Movement on Thogrim. Because you are their only hope. If it's bad on the other side, the only way they leave bad is you. So don't die.
Excellent.
Please don't die. All right. The Sunny is going to cast a shield spell. He's got good hope. We're going to cast Resist Energy Communal Acid.
Is that white witch? She he said she's a cold witch.
Yes.
Is she human?
Probably not.
Aha! Maybe she's a sand witch.
You know what?
She's a
That-
dragonborn.
That's not me.
She's dragonborn.
Possibly with some draconic blood.
I don't eat sandwiches anymore.
So draconic then. She's a dragon.
No, that's not what I said.
Dragonborn. Fine. Drinks another name cannon chat.
Okay. For what?
Shields.
Just in case diplomacy doesn't go through with the witch.
He wants a dragonborn, so I think it's humanoid
Okay.
dragonborn. Shield, see invisibility, resist energy, communal acid. I think. You know what? I'm going to do another one of those because for the cold, just in case.
A
So-
communal cold.
Communal cold.
Nice. What a strange choice. Usually it's
Oh,
always
it's like
fire,
the
right?
least frequent elements. All right.
So we got communal acid and
Acid and cold.
communal. Okay. This resist, right?
Yep.
30.
Is it 30 or 20?
It's 30.
Nice.
I am a big boy caster.
I'm a big boy now.
All right. I think that's. Oh, sorry. A false life on widget. Because
Cog's not invisible. He's invisible.
don't die. 18 temporary hit points. That's a good thing.
Oh, mutagen for Cog is Con and Dex.
Okay. All right. I think we are. All right. Which of us are hitting with the haste on the Jenny? Is that you? Pointing to the two sorcerers who have haste as a spell.
Agony also sees you casting false life, so he's going to cast false life on himself.
That's a good one, eh?
Yep, he casts it out of the Staff of Dark Flame, gains 11 hit points.
Yeah, Barnabas will cast on Walter himself, turn himself into a goblin, which won't change its appearance.
But makes you better in every possible aspect.
So you're small as a goblin
With a
with a-
Move speed,
with
dex.
a medium illusion.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Barnabas!
Sunny is going to cast. Would you? You wouldn't be offended by a protection from evil? Asking Eamon. You're pretty central to all of the violence.
he just nods, he'll take it.
Cog's doing a protection
Sunny-
from arrows
Sunny has-
communal.
No problem casting the good spell on the evil man.
Cog,
Sorry, you broke up there a bit, Ahmed. You cast what?
Cog protection from arrows communal.
Interesting.
That is an interesting selection. How quaint.
We'll take it. This is taking forever.
Right.
Oh, you mean like walking everywhere?
That's fucking funny.
And then Brenos is going to summon one mirror image.
Fucking 50-50, baby. Go with it.
Yeah, so you dress up in your fancy disguise, but you have so many spells blazing that it looks like you're attacking the place. Smart, really smart.
We're just looking for a moment hesitation. You're not helping.
Is there a haste going up?
I could lay down if you want.
You're not laying down. I don't speak fucking dragon. Do you speak dragon? I'm gonna go. I speak fucking axe right now.
Slate took a bunch of languages his last level. He speaks, because I think he wants to talk with the party members. He speaks in Old Volcane, Draconic, Giant, and Elven.
Nice.
Brenos actually does speak draconic, but
Yeah.
he's trying to prove a point.
Yeah, he goes-
It's like,
He goes, yeah, in Draconic.
well, I speak dragon too, but you understand the idea.
I learned it from Agony.
Indeed, he did.
Is
His
the Good
pronunciation is
Hope-
a bit off.
Is the good hope +2?
It is a +2.
Good. I thought it goes up with leveling.
No, that's Bart's.
Slake
Hmm.
drinks his mutagen, or like applies his mutagen.
Yeah. Same with Damon.
Oh, now we're waiting for you.
He draws an adamantine javelin, shaking his head. He then wordlessly steps into the middle of the portal, disappearing for a moment into the mist.
Okay, Brenos follows suit.
Yep. Thogrim's going in.
Is Thogrim's not invisible?
Yeah, he drank an invis.
Okay. Brenos.
Yeah, I have done invisibility. Oh, I have to highlight my thing.
Barnabas, what are you doing? We're not going into the trap. We're going to go get Amadeus. Get back here. We're letting them go do their thing.
All right.
Okay, so Brenos, Aemon, Thogrim, sorry, I did right, Thogrim beside the cultist, and Slake step onto the moss-covered teleportation circle, flanked by these old mossy stones that look like they're from some far-off place. And who says what?
Barnabas says the word. If it doesn't go off,
Okay, what's the word?
Mark doesn't remember because it's not English.
It's Drazier. Is how I have it written down.
Okay.
I have it written down as Drayzier, but I believe I wrote that down phonetically.
Sure.
Because we write everything down phonetically.
Yeah, because fancy spelling is bullshit.
Spelling in D&D is not a thing.
Widget will cast a haste on them as they go. Bye-bye, suckers.
So say, give me a second. I'm gonna look up to make sure that that is the right word. All right. So saying the word from there does not cause the portal to do anything.
Okay, so he says,
Drazier.
All right.
And
Bruno
Widget
says-
will cast the haste.
Drazier, as Widget casts the haste, so there's a hasted group of people that teleport. There's a flash from the teleportation circle, and I'm going to move just the group that teleported to a different map.
Are you having a good time on the other side?
it's so bad! acid.
Well, it's one of those things where Sonny can bring one of them back if he wants.
Yes.
It's probably Aiden. Which is unfortunate for my own character. He's very helpful. We'll find another raging Goliath monster axe wielding guy. There's more than one of you out there.
The perpetual shield, those are hard to come by.
Yeah.
All right.
Walking plus 12 to your AC.
Yeah. He can get the same benefit he's got on his armor added to his weapon as well.
I think I'm going to take a quick a bio break at this point. Let's stop the recording, and we'll be right back.